There, now we're flying underneath the planet. We better watch out for that thing. Woo, that was close. Welcome back, everybody, to Empyrion Galactic Survival in 2025. I am the Bearded OG, and in this episode, we're going to do stuff. So first of all, I have a couple of quick clips to show you. I did find a magnesium asteroid. I also found a colony capital vessel that showed up as red on the radar, but it wasn't hostile, so I didn't mess with it yet. And I grabbed a little bit of pentaxid too before we came home. Okay, so a couple of things. First of all, a couple of you told me in the comments that it is my drill that is the filler tool and flattening tool and all of that. And so appreciate that. I completely forgot about that. Let's see, what else? There was one other comment, at least one other comment I wanted to address too. Can't remember what it was. I had a few people comment on that station, that mining station that I was at. Provide station services. And I replied to one of those comments and I said, well, how do you do it? But then I realized that you, when you're in your ship, if you fly close to it, I think a button appears, or maybe it's while you're in the... Yeah, I think a button appears here, and if you click on it, then you can, buy fuel and that sort of thing. So I believe that is available at that place. Okay, so we've got a couple of things in the tech tree to do. So we are now level 12. Yes. Oh, we can do the deconstructor now. Okay, I would like to do that. Okay, there's the drone bay. Oh, okay, so it says that's placeable on a base or a CV. Okay, so that, now I get what that's all about, because that's new to me. We can also do a medical device now. A drone base spawner, required for releasing and landing drones, okay. Field repair station. Yeah, I think that was in the game before. But don't you have to have the repair bay too? So what's the point in learning the repair station if you can't learn the bay until 12? I don't know. No, that's got to be something different because it's the repair console that you use with the repair bay. I don't know. I'm cornfuzzled on that, but we'll figure it out. Anyway, what I want to do is I want to go to weapons and I want to learn the... No, sorry. Small vessel. I want to learn the homing rocket, which we can now do. Okay, and let's see. We have 224 points. So let's... Okay, let's go back to... Let's go back to the base for a second, and now we can do an advanced generator. Okay, we're going to want that, so let's learn that. We're going to want a medical bay. We want an armor locker for sure. ATM machine... Yeah, we can transfer that to our Galactic bank account. We'll want that eventually, but maybe not right this moment. We don't need to worry too much about base defenses on Akua. Yeah, I want the deconstructor, actually. I do want that. We're going to want the furnace, but not necessarily right away. This just smelts ore a lot faster than the constructor does. Offline O2 station, large O2 tank. Oh, yeah, we're going to want this too, but again, not necessarily right this moment. Okay, let's go back to miscellaneous. We want elevator blocks. Okay, there's auto mining, auto miner devices, force fields, energy walkways. Oh, those are cool. I think that's new to me as well. We'll have to play around with that later. Large Promethium. Nah, I don't think we need that quite yet. Oh yeah, the tier 2 multi-tool. That was actually the main thing I wanted to do. Cool. Okay. And then, see, we found a pulse rifle. We'll probably eventually come across a minigun too. So I don't know that I want to put points into that stuff. We already have an assault shotgun. The only thing is those weapons won't last forever, so we'll eventually want to make them. Let's do a rocket launcher, and then I want to do the homing rocket launcher once we get to level 15. I never used to be a big fan of the energy weapons in the game because their fire rate was terrible compared to projectile. I don't know if that's changed or not. So we could play around with those, but again, probably not going to worry about that right now. Very good. Now, I want to... I realized something, and that is that I actually have a newer version of the Stingray that I forgot to re-download. It's really exactly the same as the existing one, except for that the wings, the sides of the wings, these thingies, I decorated a little bit better. And I don't really want to redo that manually on this one. So what I was thinking we could do is just take this one apart with whole blocks and then feed those blocks back into the factory, and then we'll just have to add a little more extra iron, and then we can respawn the version what is this, version 3 or 4? Here, let's look in here. Yeah, 4. So 4 is the one that, you know, I spiffed up the wings a little bit more. I'd like to get my Jade Jet. It's a better small vessel. It's more maneuverable, it's bigger, and it's made out of hardened steel. And, you know, it unlocks at 12, but it needs a small optronic bridge, sorry. We actually have some Zascosium that we found at that alien station, but I don't have any Erestrum. The rest of this stuff we could get relatively easily. So we're going to have to wait on that a little bit longer, but I would like to bring in the version 4 Stingray just because it looks a little nicer. So let's do this. Well, actually, first of all, let's go make our tier 2 multi-tool before we do anything else, because that's going to be far superior to the tier 1 that we're currently using. So we'll do that first. Alright, so it looks like... Oh, wow, the homing rockets are going to require Zascosium, too. Zascosium alloy, to be precise. Okay, it doesn't look like I can make the tier 2 multi-tool in this constructor. So that means we're going to need the advanced constructor, which we learned. And it's going to need flux coils and energy matrix. Okay, what do flux coils need? I think they need Zascosium. No, they just need cobalt and neo. Yeah, that's not too hard. There's a cobalt asteroid back where we got the other stuff. Probably be faster for me to go back there or go to one of the planets and mine it as opposed to getting a bunch of surface stones. And if we did that, we could also get more neo whilst we're there too, because there's a neodymium asteroid there. Okay, so I think our priority now just switched to making the advanced constructor. And okay, what was the other thing it said it needed? Oh, energy matrix. What does that stuff require? Energy matrix. What does that look like? Computer. High temperature components, construction frame. That stuff's new too. I don't remember that before. Propulsion components. All right, what's an energy matrix? That's a computer, platinum bar. This thing. That. Oh, okay. So we need cobalt for that too. All right. Well, then I guess our shopping list is hit the cobalt asteroid, hit the neodymium asteroid, and hit the Zascosium asteroid. Or no, the cobalt. Oh yeah, okay, so we just need the cobalt and the neo. For both this and for this. Gotcha. Okay. I'm just trying to decide if that's what I actually want to do right now, as opposed to doing something else. If we went and did some more of the Talon quest and hit some POIs, we might find some of that stuff. Or we might not. And then I'm still going to have to go get it. So, yeah, you know what? I think I'm going to go get it, but I'm going to do it off camera. So it's not really going to make a whole lot of difference to you guys in terms of, you know, time. So I'm going to cut the camera here. I'm going to fly back to Obipi Row and get a big load of cobalt and a big load of neodymium. And then I'll meet you guys back here. We'll make the large constructor. We'll make the advanced multi-tool, or the tier 2 multi-tool. And then we'll redo the ship. And then after that, we'll go off and do some adventuring. Okay, so I'll see you guys in a bit. Alright guys, I'm back, and we have a lot of stuff. Let's see. We have 383 titanium, 249 neo, 190 silicon, 213 cobalt, 158 copper, 309 mag, and 840 iron, and 217 sath. So, I got some of that from the asteroid field, and then I also replenished a few of the basic stuff, the basic ores here just on the planet. So we should have everything we need to get done what we need to do. First step is to make the advanced constructor. There we go. One advanced constructor coming right up. While that's going on, oh, I also made a shower, which I need to take it now because my body radiation was up to 0.9 in this. I think, if I remember right, as soon as it gets to 0.1 or 10, you know, yeah, 10%, that's when you get radiation sickness. I also put a bed in for sleeping and a medic station. So we have that in place. Okay, so while we're waiting for that, I was going to do something else. Trying to remember what it was that I was going to do. I don't remember. I need to make O2 bottles. Oh, right. This needs to be switched to this container. And yeah, I added another container too. There's supposed to be a way we can rename these. Oh, maybe there... Wait, is there a way to rename these? I couldn't figure it out, so I just built another container, but of a different styles, because this is the MSO2, this is the MSO4. I thought there was a way to do that, like if we go to devices, but I'm not seeing that option. So if you guys know if you can do that and how to do that, let me know. That'd be great. I wonder, do I need the paint gun for that? Let's make a paint gun. Texture tool. We're gonna need that later anyway. As far as weaponry goes, I have retired the SMG. So the hand cannon is in #1 slot. We got our assault shotgun. The pulse rifle we'll start using now. And of course the heavy sniper. And I'm gonna make a rocket launcher too. What am I doing? I'm looking up here. Okay, so if I put this here, symbols, textures, removal, configure. Symbols. Maybe you can't rename these. Maybe you have to put a sign, make a sign and put the sign on it. I don't remember. But I thought there was a way you could go in to here. Do you have to group them first? Add to group. Okay, hold on a sec. Oh, I have to create the group first. Okay, so let's go container. Containers. Now, if we take that and we add to the containers group. Ah, now I can name it. Okay, cool. I thought there was a way to do that, but yeah, it has to be in a group before you can name it. Very cool. Okay, so we're gonna call this storage 1, not 2. And we'll call this one storage 2. Add to group. Containers. There we go. Okay. And, you know, right here in this little base, it doesn't matter, but when you get a big base or a big capital vessel and you've got, like, you know, dozens of storage, you have to name them, otherwise, you know, you don't know what the hell is what, especially when you're using, you know, the wireless remotely. So now we, you know, have storage 1, 2. Why has that got an A on it? I remember something about that too, but I don't remember why. I don't know. I guess it doesn't matter. Oh, does that mean because it's the active? No, it's not active. Or, oh, maybe it is. Hold on a sec. Let's go back to base. And storage 1. Storage 2. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure why that's there. I used to, but I don't know now. Okay, now let's go here, and we got the... Wait, where's the big guy? Did it go in here? Yeah, it went in here. Okay. So what I want to do is I want to connect to this one, because of course we're not going to be able to carry this by ourselves. And I'm just going to put this one here, because I want to keep the other one too. You know, so we can use both of them, right? Okay. Now, let's go to you, and you connect to storage 2, which has all the raw resources in it. And now we should be able to make a tier 2 multi-tool. It is a beautiful thing. I love it. Let's also make ourselves a rocket launcher. And let's go over to here, and we'll make ourselves some rockets. These aren't homing, these are just normal. Now we're going to want Oh, we're going to need to make these too for the ship. I want to upgrade to homing as soon as possible, but again... Well, okay, can I make Zascosium alloy with those ingots that I have? Let's take a look at that. No, because we need a restroom. Okay. Alright, yeah, so we're going to have to just stick with the dumb rockets for now. Can I make the handheld ones in here just to distribute the load? Yes. Okay, this is an output count of 5. That'll give us 50. Alright, so let's do that. And then in here, this is an output count of 6, so that would be 60. Yeah, let's just start with 60 and we'll see how that does. We're moving up in the world, ladies and gents. Yes, indeed we are. Okay. Now, I want to also make the deconstructor. So where's that bad boy? Deconstructor, right there. What's that? That's a mobile... Okay, yeah. So let's queue one of those up. Wow, that's expensive. But, obviously, as the name implies, I can take old tools and shit that I don't need anymore, like most of this, and recycle it for the materials. Or if we go out and, you know, salvage a whole bunch of stuff, later we can do that. Alright, so when all of this stuff is finished cooking up, we're going to go do some more storyline stuff and do a little bit of POI and exploration stuff in the process. Oh, and I forgot, we're going to go, let's put you in there, and we don't need that fuel anymore. We'll put the rocket launcher there. We're going to switch out our Stingray too. I forgot about that. That was kind of the whole thing we were going to do. Oh, they've changed the model of this from what it used to look like. I think. Yeah, I think they have. That's kind of cool looking. The big motherfucker. Okay, so we need to make some charges for this as well. I have had a couple. What am I looking for? Charges. So that's an output count of 3. So let's make 9. Deconstructor. That's the other thing. Right here. Alright, how big is this bad boy? Oh god, that's big. What she said. We could pop it right there, right? I don't see no reason why we can't. Everything is just like completely disorganized in my base, but that's a temporary situation. All right. We need a separate container for this. Otherwise, it'll just start deconstructing everything. Okay, so let's go here. I actually want to make 2 more cargo boxes, because the other one we're going to use as a temporary holding for all of when we take our Stingray apart. The reason we're doing that, for those of you who may not know, is if you take and feed whole parts, components into the factory, it vastly speeds up the time it takes to make something. Alright, why don't we make this the deconstructor thing. Yeah, let's do that, and then for you, let's grab this one, and we can still get through there, right? Yeah, okay. Here's cargo box 3. What is this? That's just cargo box. Okay, so for this guy, let's add that to No, sorry, wrong button. Add this to containers. And add this to containers. This one, yeah, that just lets me add it to whatever the last group was. Okay. So this one we want to name deconstructor. Deconstructor container. And this one we want to do SV blocks. Perfect. All right, now we want you to attach to the constructor container. And then what we want to do is go to storage 1 there and here, deconstructor container. And we're just going to put these... Oh, wait a minute. Should I... Maybe I should hang on to those as backups. Nah, fuck it. We have a backup hand cannon. We don't want the survival tool. We don't want the pistol. We don't want the flashlight. Is it gonna... Wait. Is it gonna break that stuff down? Oh, yeah. Okay. It will. Gotta turn it on. The passenger seat. I don't care about that. We might hang on to this other stuff for now, though. Oh, and I don't care about the SMG either. Okay, what about storage 2? Does it have anything we want to break down? No, but we got to remember to put these multi-charges in our own inventory. Yeah, let's break down those windows. We don't need that stuff. And I guess that's good enough for now. Might want to hang on to the armored windows. Okay, let's go back to our own inventory and storage 2. Put that in our inventory. I don't think we really need this detector, do we? I don't know, I'm just going to put it in there for now. Very good. Okay, let's take a look at our power. Alright, that's pretty good for the moment. So now, what we're going to do is go up topside with our sexy new Tier 2 multi-tool. And we're going to take apart this small vessel. Butterfly. Okay, let's go Stingray here, and then we want to go to the SV blocks. And we're just going to offload everything out of here. And same here. Okay, so now let's attach to SV blocks. Now what we're going to do is make sure you are on retrieve blocks, and we're going to take our ship apart here. I just fucked up. God damn it. I took the core off. So now we can't get the whole blocks. I guess we just make a new core, right? Forgot about that. Damn it, Jim. We need a better living situation. This place sucks. I might spawn in a base. I actually built a big factory base, but I didn't really build the living quarters out much, but I built the factory part out. But it's also got a lot of guns and stuff on it, which we don't need on Akua. So I might spawn it in creative and modify it and remove the guns so it's cheaper, and then we could maybe bring that in. Or, I don't know, maybe I'll just bring a prefab in. We'll see. One of you guys told me in the comments of a good base, starter base I could bring in too, so that's another possibility. Anyhoozle, let's go back here and just make another core. Because here again, we can't pick up the whole blocks without the core. So I'm glad I noticed it before I went batshit crazy with everything. Can't take me anywhere, man, I swear. Okay, let's put this core right there. And it'll be the last thing that we pick up. Okay. There we go. Much better. Okay, looks like we have 2 lights. It's always the lights that you miss because they're so small. As far as I can tell, I think that's everything. If we look here, yeah, so when we try and expand this, nothing happens. So that's how we know. Plus everything says 0. There's nothing left of the ship. Okay. Now we'll pick this up. So now what we're going to do is go into here. And we want to add the Stingray version 4 to the factory. Are you... Okay, there's... That's right, I was trying to figure this out before. I can't... I'm going to have to put all of this stuff on the toolbar before I move it in there. Damn it, what a pain in the ass. Alright, let's get out of this rain, man. It is loud. That's better. Good God. I think the storm actually subsided, though, anyway. Alright, this is our thingy. So, I'm just gonna... I'm not gonna do this in any particular order. I'm just gonna put all this stuff down here. Alright, now if we go back to the factory, we should be able to put this stuff in like this. So you'll notice that this time will go down. By the time we get everything fed back in here, it'll be like probably only a few minutes. If even that. See, it's already down to 49 minutes because we're putting components in and not raw materials. I'm wondering too, I could probably put a lot of this in my own inventory as long as it's not super heavy. Okay, so that's all I can put in my own inventory. This is a real pain in the neck, man. Okay, can I shift click that stuff into there? Yeah, I can. Nice. Make sure I don't put the wrong thing in. Yeah, we don't want any of that stuff to go in there. Okay, and then these, unfortunately... Wait, can I shift click? I can shift click like that, but that's 2 steps. Might as well just drag it all in there. This would have gone even faster if I hadn't fucked up, but it is what it is. At least it won't take as long. Okay, this is going to take a big chunk out of here. Yeah. Down to 19. Nice. 16, 11... 3 minutes. Oh, it's a beautiful thing. And those lights and the wing. Okay, so the rest of the stuff we're going to have to put in raw because, again, I screwed up, but we only have 2.5 minutes, so that's going to be easy. So we need carbon, copper, iron, cobalt, titanium rods. So we just need that much carbon. We need that much copper, titanium rods. Okay, so we just need cobalt ingot and iron ingot. I don't have any iron ingots made. I got a bunch of iron ore. Alright, let's fix that problem. I'm just going to turn it all into ingots. Might as well. And likewise, let's do the same thing with the cobalt. Overload damage generator. Here, let's turn this thing off. That's all. Wait, what? Oh, it's because I'm running all of these. Okay, here. Just turn that off for now. Yeah, we'll blow up our generator if we overdo it. Remember that. Right. Okay. So yeah, we gotta be careful. I can add another Ginny or a bigger one, but again, I'm just trying to. I'm not trying to do too much on this very temporary base here. But if we're gonna do a bunch of story and exploration on Akua, which I've kind of am planning on doing, we probably need a little bit nicer place than this piece of shit cave. So I'll do something about that. All right, let's cancel all of this. And oh, wait, what? Oh, I don't know what the fuck. Is it gonna go? What's it gonna do? What the hell, man? Turn it on. Okay, now it's going. I think that animation was just... I don't know what the fuck it was. It was something. Okay, let's go to factory. There we go. Gonna take 2 minutes and 37 seconds. It's a beautiful thing. Alright, I'm gonna actually cancel this. Let's make it in the big one, because the big one's faster. At least I think it is. So we'll queue up. Just have it make as much iron as it can, and as much cobalt as it can, and as much silicon, as much neo, as much sathium, gold bars. I don't know if we need to make those. Copper. Yeah, we'll just let it do its thing. You know what else we're going to do while we're waiting is we're going to go to here. Yes. We're going to connect to this. I'm going to make a little pad out front here, and so that way I don't have to keep climbing up to the top of the mountain. Just something real basic. Oh. Okay, there's a trick that we can do where we can connect this to the base even though it's not connected. I think we press in and we do connected to base. Yeah, look at that, huh? So it's still considered quote-unquote connected to the base, but now we can go out here with it. I guess let's just make it off to this side since I've got the water generator thingy there. So we'll put that there. Now, if we hold down, is it shift or control? What's the keyboard shortcut for doing a row? Take a look at that. Control modifier, left control. Yeah. Oh, okay, yeah. Control's actually a plane, which works even better, really. So if we... Thing is you have to keep your finger on the control key. There we go. That's what I'm trying to do. Let's bring it out to there. Put a little support under there. And then if we just... Oh, god damn it. That's not what I wanted to do. Is shift the... Okay, yeah, shift is the row. Gotcha, okay. Retrieve blocks. Shift. Yeah, it needs to be a little bit bigger than this. So we'll make a few more blocks and build that out just a little more. If I try that and do that in here, is it going to overload? Probably. Let's just see what it does. Yeah, it's overloading. Let's just let it go a little bit. I can repair the generator. It's at 94%. 92%. If this was a permanent base that we were going to stay in for a long time, I would fix that. I'd add more generators, but too damn lazy to do that right now. Repair. How come it's not letting me repair that? Oh, I did repair it. It just did it really quick. Yeah, gotcha. Okay, let's give this a squirt. Get it back to 100%. Now 26 more blocks. This is probably enough, actually. It's a lot easier to do from here. Oh, no, it wasn't quite enough. Yeah, that pad should be big enough. Storage 2. Grab those. Damn it. And then we'll just hold shift and bring it down to there. No, not to there. To there. Oh, can I not use this underwater? Why isn't that working? Oh, because I have it in repair mode. Shift and bring that down to there. I don't know why that keeps screwing up, because I'm a noob, that's why. Alright, I want to put this pad on the edge because all the rest of them are. There. Okay. 80%. Yeah. We'll get you in a second. Okay, this is completed. Let's spawn it in. Oh, whoopsie. Alright. So yeah, the only difference between this one and the other one is that I made this look a lot nicer. Well, yeah, nicer than it was before. A little more streamlined. Other than that, the ship is exactly the same as the other one in terms of its components and everything. It has just a handful more blocks, iron blocks on it. Okay. Let's cancel that. And go back to repair and fix our Ginny. And it's right as rain. It's a beautiful thing. Okay, so yeah, you're just doing all the ingots in the world. I'm a little concerned. Actually, yeah, let's move those blocks into the other storage, which should have just happened by me doing that. There we go. Because there's a lot more room in here. That opened up quite a bit of space. I guess we can't do the survival tool. That's probably because people would abuse it, so I'm just going to trash that. And then these guys can go into storage too. There, nice. Let's grab some chow. How about a ratatouille? And then we'll chase it down with a meat burger. I'm very comfortable and satisfied. Are you still doing something? Shouldn't be. In fact, let's turn that off and this off when we're not using them to conserve power. And then we'll take a shower. Okay, all of this needs to go back into the Stingray. So Pentaxa tank. That's all that'll fit in there. And this all goes in here. And this can all go in here. Our emergency food. Why do I not see... Here, let's go here. Stingray. Oh, O2 tank is there, but I guess you can't get to it from this side. Alright, let's grab this. And we'll top the rest off with this. Okay, good. So we have O2. Oh yeah, we need promethium. Here. And we still have 88 of those. Okay, we're good to go. Okay, we have a little bit of a problem here. It says we're too damned heavy to take off. Okay, is it because these rockets maybe? Let's actually load the rockets into the rocket launcher. Ship too heavy to take off, weight in excess by 3.7 tons. Remove weight or add more thrusters. Alrighty then, so we are gonna have to lighten up a bit. Guess we'll just keep that there. How about if we cut those in half? That's interesting. Well, okay. Maybe we'll take half of those out too. Is that enough? 3.3 tons. How come I wasn't having this problem before? Why would this ship be different than the other one? Okay, some of those thrusters were turned off. Oh, that's weird. Okay. Okay, so yeah, we should be able to put this stuff back in here now. I think I had some thrusters disabled. I'm not exactly sure why. Yeah, there we go. We're good. Okay. Alright, what we're going to do for the rest of this episode, well, I'm not going to actually start anything with a Talon because who knows how fucking long that's going to take. There was an abandoned base somewhere, Old Comare, that I found. Supply depot. Yeah, here we go. Let's go ahead and check this place out. And we could potentially just take it over and make that our base for, you know, the time that we're on Akua. There, now we're flying underneath the planet. We better watch out for that thing. Woo, that was close. Unfortunately, this game doesn't have collision damage. It's not very realistic, but it is what it is. Now, I don't actually know how substantial this place is going to be. It could be a lot more than meets the eye. But, I mean, it's a base and it's abandoned. So, if no one else is using it, right? That's a spawner. Oh, there's a crate over there. If there's yeah, there's spawners in here. There's probably going to be enemies in this place. Maybe we better not just plop down right in the middle of it. Let's park over by the gate. And we'll press Y to cut the power. Well, that's another thing you guys reminded me of in the comments, so I appreciate that. Okay. Just making sure all of my weapons are loaded. Okay, let's go in and see what happens here. Oh! Okay, yeah, we are going to have bad beds. What's... There's a turret shooting at me somewhere. Okay, we're getting in the ship. We need to take out the spawners. And I think there's a turret in there somewhere that was shooting at me too. Oh. Oh, it's you! One of you little fuckers. Alright, there you go. I'll show you what for. Okay. Let's eliminate the spawners. Not gonna let me do it because we gotta take the core out first. Right, okay. That's right. Alright, well, let's get him. Combat walker? Yeah, I think this place... I think there's going to be more to this place than it appears. Okay. Let's set it back down. We'll connect to the Stingray. Hey, more ammo for us. Whoops. Wrong button. Okay, let's go up here. Press C to, press space C. Oh, okay, that's weird. Let's actually get all the way up here and get this guy out and reconnoiter a little bit. Okay. Oh, fuck. All right. That didn't hurt real bad, but it hurt. One thing I didn't actually bring is a lot of medical because I wasn't expecting this to be as gnarly as this. Here, let's get this guy out. Oh, we needed those. Right? We needed those to make something. God, that scared me. It sounded like he was right behind me. Yeah, we needed the energy matrix to make something. So that's good that we found that. Is this a thing? No, I can't. It's not a container I can open. Level 14. Okay, take that stuff. Wait. Why didn't that go into here? I don't know. Okay. I don't know if that switch does anything or not. Let's finish going around the perimeter before we go into the center. There's a lot of material we could salvage from this place too. Especially if we decided, you know, we weren't going to stay here. Sounds like I'm hearing footsteps. I probably am. But they're probably below me down there. Or up in there. Okay, let's go. Did I check this? Nope. Yeah, those critters are down below. Alright, let's go over here. Oh, I guess the gate's on the other side. Yeah. Put that stuff all in there just to keep our... No, not those. Our own inventory as clear as possible. Okay, let's stand right here and reconnoiter. There's a door right there. I don't know if this is a bay that opens up, like a missile silo kind of thing. There's a container. Alright, I don't see any enemies in here, but the thing is, if I remember right, your drone doesn't spawn in enemies. You have to be there yourself, so let's be on our guard. What's that? Laser upgrade kit. Yeah, they changed the way those look. There's a flux coil. Those are good. Look at that stuff. Hell yeah. Okay, let's put those down here. And I'm gonna, put this stuff in the main storage. Okay, we'll put those down there. .30mm bullets. Those are for base cannons, if I recall correctly. Another flux coil. Sath plates and a charge. Love it. Okay, so I think that's all we can do out here. Other than get this storage crate. Force fields, shotgun upgrade kit, magnesium powder. Okay, all very useful stuff. Nope, wrong thing. Here, let's put all this stuff in here. So if I disconnect from this and then reconnect, yeah, it clears the toolbar. Okay. Now, can we open this door? Yes, we can. We're gonna get our ass shot. Watch it for turrets. Here's the thing. Press E to talk to Ula Ness, Technician First Class, Xerax Empire. Alright, so the question that I have, is this something we want to mess with right now? In other words, because in this game, in the past, you can kind of fuck up the storyline if you jump ahead, you know? Let's just kind of take a quick peek-see down here. Oh, my light's not on. Oh god, this goes way down here. Okay. Let's get back up here at least. Oh, let me launch my drone. There we go. Oh, there's one of those plague guys. And the scorpions down there. I don't know what he's doing. Okay, yeah, this is not going to be a walk in the park. Oh, shit. Quickly take over situation. So what we're going to do is kill this fucker. God damn, he's tough. That took entirely too many shots to kill. I think I was hitting the rail half the time though too. I don't want that bug to tag me. Okay. There more stuff down here? No. Okay. Alright guys, well, we are out of time in this episode, so basically what we're going to do is end the episode here, and in the next episode, we'll pick up right where we left off and go in here and get ourselves killed in horrible ways by aliens. Sounds like a fun time, doesn't it? So, thanks everyone for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. And if you did, please hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment, share the video, and we'll catch you all in the next episode. Bye-bye.